So because our rig broke down when we were on our way north to Canada, we were not able to visit the Hershey area or to stay in the Hershey RV park.
Yeah, the Hershey Thousand Trails.
Yeah.
We had to get back on track, so we had to cut out Hershey, cut out Gettysburg.
Had to make it to that grandson's graduation.
Yes, and we'll link that video down below if you want to go back and check when we're having major trouble with our rig.
So we were able to redo our trip a little bit. That's the theme of this trip this summer, is redoing all the reservations. It's never have we done it before like we've done it this summer. We're very flexible. But now we are in the Hershey Thousand Trails RV Park, and that means it's time for a review. We will be using our 10 category system.
Each category is worth 10 points each.
For a total of 100, and we're gonna let you know how Hershey Thousand Trails stacks up.
Yep, is it an A, B, or C? You'll find out.
If you're brand new to our channel, I'm Lynn.
And I'm Danny.
And welcome to RV America.
The original RV America.
Let us show you around the park. So let's talk about the sites. The sites are all gravel. They do not have paved sites at all in the park, I don't think. And ours were quite a bit unlevel, and I've seen other people that were the same. They have to build the little ramps with the Legos to climb up on. So based on all of that, now I will say this, we did get a pull-through site. It was very easy to get in it, but there are a lot of back-end sites, which is fine. We don't mind either. So we're gonna give the sites a 7. So even though our site is a pull-through site, we still would have had to disconnect, even if we were only gonna be here one night, because the site is not long enough for our rig and our Jeep. The Jeep would have stuck too far out on the road behind us, and we would have had to disconnect anyways.
As I've said before, it is always good to get full hookups once in a while, and Hershey Thousand Trails delivered on this. We've got 50 amp, they've got 30 amp, we got water, and we got sewer. So it's always good that you have sewer on site, that you don't have to drive over there around the corner and dump it in a station. So based on that, we're giving full hookups a 10.
So the next category is the ease of getting into your site. We had a pull-through site. It was not hard to get into at all. However, even with it being a pull-through site, we did have to disconnect, as I said earlier. But and they told us to disconnect before we pulled into our site. It would have been really cockeyed, if that's a word y'all understand. It would have been really cockeyed if we would have pulled in first and then had to disconnect. So because of all of that, we're giving the ease of getting in a 9. Although we really didn't have any trouble, there's a lot of back-end sites as well.
How were the roads? You've heard us say before, Thousand Trails, a lot of their parks have struggled with roads. These are in a lot better shape. Not perfect, but in a lot better shape. The outside road is paved, and all the parts we saw were in good shape. And the side roads that go through each section are gravel. And in that gravel section, you'll see some potholes, some washed away spots, and a little bit of issues. Based on that, we're giving the roads an 8.
So let's talk about the staff. The people at the gate were really nice when we checked in, didn't give us any trouble. We come on in yesterday, I hung out at the pool for a little bit, and there was a little girl down there, and she just talked with us, and we had a good time. We're gonna give the staff a 10. Friendly as always.
So the next category is cost per value. Everybody wants to know, how much did it cost? Was it worth it? Well, we are Camping Pass members only. We don't have the big package. If you want to see a video on that, we'll put a link to it down below and up above. And this has worked out great for us. We've been able to get into the parks. It's really brought our camping costs way, way down. And when you get to a park with Thousand Trails, there's 0 additional cost. It's just what you pay up for the year. And it's always worked great for us. Based on that, we're giving it a 10.
So let's talk about the activities and amenities. There is a lot to do in this campground. You could come here and stay here the whole time, never leave, and stay busy the whole time. They've got pickleball, they've got putt-putt, they've got a huge pool. They're having a luau this weekend. I really hate we're gonna miss it, but today's the day we move on. So based on everything that they have going on here in the campground, we are giving activities and amenities a 10. So I'm giving the laundry and the bathhouse together a 7. And that's kind of based on the fact that the bathhouses really need to be updated. They're like the normal campground bathhouses and they've been there forever. And the laundry had all working machines, which was really good. It uses the app. You cannot put cash into the laundry. You can only use the app. And I find that a pain because I have got 3 or 4 apps that's got money on it. I can't get it back, so it just sits there and I've lost my money. So I hate the ones that use the app. So altogether, we'll give it a 7.
So the next category is connectivity. How is the TV, the internet, the phone service? We always want to know, can we communicate with our friends and family? First thing, our AT&T phones worked fine, no issues at all in our site. But once we got into other areas or near the pool, the connectivity was not there. The TV over the air channels, we got 24 channels, so we were able to watch local news. Now that we got back in the States, we got to check the local weather every morning so we can see what's going on for the next few days with as far as weather. So that was great. And if you also heard, in Canada, our Starlink was ran over. Crazy, right? But our friends with 1 million mile road trip, Tommy, has his Starlink just right across the street and it picked up and we didn't have any problems with Starlink at all. Based on that, we're giving connectivity a 9.
Now next, let's talk about things to do in the area.
There are a ton to do in this area. We always like to get out and explore, from local cities to activities and adventures, and this has it all.
This has it all. We started out, we came here because we wanted to go to the Hershey Park. Now Hershey is not just a little tour that you take. Hershey has a whole amusement park.
Yep.
Let's see, there's an amusement park, there's a water park, there's the building that you can go through, there's multiple stores.
That's the experience where you experience making candy bars or doing other activities in there.
There is even a zoo that we saw on the way out, a small zoo, but
and nearby is a museum, but on top of that is Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Lancaster County. If you enjoy the Amish and checking out their lifestyle,
yeah, that was pretty cool.
This is the largest concentration of the Amish, and you get to taste their food, you get to explore what their homes might look like, and so many activities there in Lancaster.
Now also, if you come back in the fall, they have the big Hershey RV show here. I think it's sometime in September. We won't be here for that, but that is another big thing that's to do in the area. Yep.
And then we also have Gettysburg that is real close. It's right at an hour away.
We're going there next.
So if you enjoy history, you'll want to make it over to Gettysburg and check out all the things there. A lot of hiking where you can actually see where the fighting went place between the North and the South. And it's just a great place, we hear, because we're going there next, as Lynn said. But a great place to explore.
Based on that, we're giving things to do in the area a 10.
Yeah.
We tend to pick campgrounds that are near things we want to do.
That's right.
So, before we get to our grand total, and before Danny rolls some footage here of things to do in the area, we want to say that if there's something that you would like to know about these campgrounds that we review that we have not included in our videos, it's not one of our categories.
Yeah, if there's a category that you want.
Let us know. Put it in the comments below. We'll be glad to look into it and see if we can get that information and let you know.
That's right. Now, the grand total for Hershey Thousand Trails is an 89.
That is a really good grand total.
Yeah, that is probably one of the highest we've had of late. And great job, Hershey Thousand Trails, and great job, Thousand Trails. We just wish all Thousand Trails would take care of the parks, or Thousand Trails would take care of the other parks as they did this one. So
yeah,
sometimes there's a little bit on the rough side, so that you always get a
never know what you're really going to get.
A spectrum of good
Yeah.
parks, okay parks, and parks. Wow, I don't know if I'd come back.
Yeah, we've had some we wouldn't come back.
With this one, we definitely would come back. Great job. We thank you for taking care of this park. So now, let me show you some of the video of things to do in the area.